Welcome back to Repair, Restore, and Resell. Today I'm working on getting this deck back together for a Wheelhorse 312-8 garden tractor. I acquired this tractor the other day, and right now all I've done with it so far is just taking the guards off of it and give it a looking over so I can order parts for it. It needs new belts. I've got those on order. It's got a bad drive pulley on it. I've got that on order. It's got a few other messed up things I'll show you in just a second here. And the tractor will be for sale, so if you're interested in a good Wheelhorse garden tractor, this one's always been garaged. I bought it from one of my repair customers. It's not a Craigslist find or anything. He just for whatever reason about 5 years ago he went and bought a MTD or Husqvarna Cub Cadet, whoever the hell makes those. That's kind of giving him nothing but grief. I think he wishes they kept this one, but anyway, so let me get this off the tripod, and I'll show you what the problems are that I see so far. So first thing is that this center drive pulley, which goes over here on the center blade spindle, is no good. So I've got one of those on order. Secondly, it's got some holes in the deck. I'm probably going to braze those in, braze them, weld them, probably braze them. It's got a little slot there where something probably got launched off the blades. Over on this side, it's got a worse hole where something got launched off the blades. That one there, I'm going to have to cut out and either braze or weld a patch in there. This bracket here, the metal, either the bracket or the metal beneath it is bent. I think it's the metal beneath it, so that when this wheel, height wheel is brought up, it rubs against the bracket over here. So this needs to get, the back side of this needs to get over to the left so it's square with the deck. It's got a rotted off cotter pin in this hole for the pivot arm for the deflector or discharge chute, whatever you want to call it. There's supposed to be a stud over here for the other side of the deflector to ride on. It's gone, so I'll have to make something for that and weld it on. the front rollers are kind of sloppy. I'll see about if I can make some bushings to go in those. If I can make bushings for them, then there's nothing wrong with them, other than they're a little bit, they're a little bit sloppy on the shafts right now. So, and then we'll give it a little bit of paint. Hold on, let me put you back up on the stand here. We'll see if we can get this spring off of here. Might have to take the nut off above it. Yeah, I think we're gonna pull that nut off of there from above it. Okay, so let me get this tensioner assembly out of the way, and then we can sand this down a little bit to some clean metal and see what we can do about brazing it in, whether it's going to take a braze or if I'm going to have to peck it with the welder. But one way or the other, something will get those little holes filled in. Okay, so this tensioner arm here has some wear down in here. So what I'll do is I'll weld that in, and then I'll put it on the milling machine and mill that out to back out to an even glide slot there, so it can tension the belt without getting jammed up, so everything will glide back and forth nicely. Okay, so I've got this end of the deck all filled in with braze. I couldn't film it because it's a time-consuming process. You've got to heat it a little bit, fill it, leave that area to cool, move on to another damaged area, and just keep working your way around. You can't stay in any one spot. So now I've got to sand it down and then see if I have any little pinholes in it after I get done sanding it smooth. And the other thing that I did is, if you have to do stuff around a decal or something that you want to save, put a towel wet with cold water over the decal, and you won't melt your decal. It'll act like a heat sink, and you won't damage it. It's the same thing. You can do the same thing if you have to do a plumbing repair in an old house where they used 50/50 lead solder, and now you've got to do something close to it with 95/5, which has a higher melting point. Wrap your old joints up with a wet shop rag with cold water, and that'll allow you to sweat the new pipes in close proximity to the old pipes that have the lower temperature solder on them, and you won't drive yourself nuts soldering one joint and having the next joint in the line pop apart on you because you melted the solder in it. So it works good for a lot of things. I brazed this over here within 3 inches of that decal, and there's no damage to the decal. The only damage will be done when I paint the deck. I'll probably get paint on it because I probably won't be very good at masking. So, but the decal survived the brazing, and hopefully it'll survive the painting. So now I'm going to sand this braze down a little bit and see if I have any little pinholes that I've got to come back and address again. So you got the idea. Let me get this done and we'll come back. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up there for this segment. Part 2, we'll be getting this thing sanded, primered, painted. Get the other hole at the other side that's going to require a patch taken care of. Trying to straighten out that bracket for the rear wheels, and let's see what else we get done on it while we're waiting for parts. So thanks for stopping by. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you to all the new viewers and the old viewers and old and new subscribers. It's appreciated. This year I finished it off with lead, So there's no JB weld on this. There's no Bondo on it. It may end up with a little bit of either one on there, just to smooth out a finish. I don't know whether I will or I won't. You know, I have to remind myself that it's a lawnmower deck. It's not a classic car. So I don't know whether I'm going to go through any effort to smooth it out any more than it already is. I may not, but it's coming along pretty good. It's just time consuming to fill it all in with braze and with lead, instead of just going the easy way out and smearing some JB weld over it or something, and then covering it over with paint. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next segment.